Hello, welcome back to Silver Thread Sewing. I'm Diane. This is another episode of hashtag Fabric Wheel of Fate. So thanks for stopping by my channel. I greatly appreciate it. I want to say thank you to Carol from Sew Carol for starting the hashtag Fabric Wheel of Fate and allowing us to join along. It's a great way to encourage us, to force us to make fabrics up that we have been passing over for one reason or another. Maybe we fell out of love with them, or maybe we don't know what to make, or maybe we decided it doesn't suit us. Whatever the thing, we put these fabrics on a wheel or some way of choosing, maybe roll dice or pick a number out of a hat. Tons of way that people are doing this. And if you are interested, you can search the hashtag Fabric Wheel of Fate or go to Carol's channel, Sew Carol, and find who is participating. Anyway, I had the wheel tell me that I needed to use this double brushed poly. And it's a beautiful black background. It has these ditzy florals, has some orange, some white, and just a little bit of a pale green for the stems and the flowers. And I love the fabric when I got it, and I still love it today. And I actually am wearing the make, and I do love it. Now, I have always said I would never make a sleeveless garment to wear sleeveless. I don't like my arms. They're very white. They're not very toned. I don't like the way I look in sleeveless. But I am thankful for my arms, of course. No, I'm being silly when I say I don't like my arms. I'm grateful for them, but I don't like to put them on show, I guess is a better way of saying it. Anyway, when I started looking at patterns that took a stretchy knit fabric, I ran across this pattern, and I've had it for a while, and I have loved it. It is from 2019, so it's not that old of a pattern, and I'm sure you all have seen it. It's Newlook 6618, and I loved all the versions. I especially love the one the model's wearing, but I did not have enough fabric to make the long version, so I instead made View C. I made View C. Now, I would have probably had enough to get these little cap sleeves in View A, but I didn't think they would be long enough to make me comfortable, and I plan to wear a sweater or something over this. Now, after I've gotten it made, I like it. I like it just the way it is. This pattern is from sizes 8 to size 20. That's a bust measurement of 31.5 to 42. A waist of 24 to 34, and a hip of 33.5 to 44. The hip and waist really are kind of unimportant because this is just kind of, it's almost a trapeze style. And I'll show you the line drawings. It's got a seam down center back, and I left out the little keyhole opening, or I guess not keyhole, but the little opening at the top. You were supposed to put binding on that and leave it, with a button or a snap or a loop or something. But I didn't think with this fabric being as stretchy as it is in both directions, I didn't really think I would need that. So what I did, I cut it out per the pattern. And then they wanted me to take a piece of single fold bias tape and finish the neckline and the armholes. And I decided in my head that I didn't want to do that. So I did a neckband and 2 armbands. And I cut those at 2 inches. And I did about 85% of the circumference of the neck and armholes. And then sewed the little seam down and folded it in half and all that and tried it on, and I wound up having to cut just a little bit off because this was so stretchy. So probably wound up being about 80% of the neckline and the armholes. I did lower this front neckline by about an inch, inch and a half. And I just brought the shoulders together for the front piece and took my French curve and just lowered it a little bit because it looks pretty high even on her. And since I didn't want to do the back opening and I wanted to do a neckband, I decided I better have a little bit more circumference around that. So that's what I did. And I love the way this dress looks, especially the front. I love, I'll be hopefully have something for you to see what I'm talking about. But I love this belt. Now the belt ends, the pieces for the belt go into the side seams. And you could probably put it from front to back if you wanted to. You could tie it in the back. But I really love the way it cinches in at the waist. Now, I basted it together with the sewing machine. My serger is still not acting nice. So, I basted the seams on this together. And I wound up raising the belt up by about an inch and a half. I guess I'm either high-waisted or short-waisted. I don't know. But I had to raise it up a little bit to get it to where it cinched me in at the proper place. So, I'm happy with it. I love the swing of it. I love the way it hangs. I'm tempted to make it again. I wouldn't even mind making it for a shirt, but I would like to put the little cap sleeves, I think, on. This, I did a size 14, I believe, in the pattern. And didn't make any alterations to it whatsoever. But this right here is the sleeve where it would have come to. So it wouldn't have been sleeveless on me. It came off my shoulder points, put it that way. So after I added this little armband, it kind of comes off my shoulders to the point that it almost looks like cap sleeves. Now, it is just a little bit low around the armhole, but I could raise that up by probably half an inch and fix that on the next one. But I don't know what to do. I don't know if I would wear it enough to make another one. So when I made this, I had intended to wear a sweater over it. I have 2 Lisbon cardigans. One is almost the color of this little orange, and one is a brown. And that was the 2 cardigans that I had planned to wear with this dress or over it. I don't think they look as good as the dress looks on its own, just because it kind of takes away, it doesn't show that my waist is kind of more defined. So, I'm not sure, but let me know what you think. Let me know, and let's get the wheel and see. I think I have 4 more fabrics on the wheel, so let me get the wheel, and we will spin it and see what comes next. So, I had to take off the 3 fabrics that I've already made because the paper where I printed them off was curling up and it was impeding the ability of the thing to spin. So, I'm going to put you down so you can see the spin. All right, we're going to spin the wheel and see what I'm going to be making next. Cross your fingers. It's so exciting. It got this thermal knit, waffle knit fabric. It's also got a brown background. Let me grab it and I'll show it to you. So this is the fabric. This is a waffle knit. I hope you can see the texture on it a little bit there. It's kind of, it almost looks faded. It's not vibrant at all. It's got kind of a taupey colored background and some beige and a little bit of green, but it's not very vibrant. It doesn't have any vertical stretch, but it has pretty good horizontal stretch. And I've probably got 2 yards of this. So as soon as I figure out what I'm going to make out of it and get it made, you'll be the first to know. But I hope you're well, and I hope you have a great week, and I hope you get to sew if you want to. So remember, don't ever stop sewing. As long as you sew, you'll never have time or money to get into any kind of trouble. Ask me how I know. See you soon.